And welcome to Borham Hills Baseball on this Sunday, the 3rd of November, for a matchup between Borham Hills Baseball and Canterbury Vikings. Looking forward to a fantastic day here today. Temperatures down a little bit at the moment, a little bit of a breeze, but it looks like it's going to be a magnificent day. No rain predicted. Just while we're doing introductions, I will go through our lineups. We've got Steve Reimer is behind the plate today umpiring, and Don Washburn is running the bases. For the Vikings, their batting order, we've got Ben Williams in centre field leading off, Ross Bailey as shortstop at 2. Dan Cruz is the designated hitter batting 3. Ash Hapgood, the team manager, is batting 4. He's playing third base. Nathan Ward is our first baseman, batting 6. Batting 5, sorry. Steve Shorey is the catcher, batting 6. Hayden McWilliams, right field, batting 7. Wes Novak, left field, batting 8. And Jacob Richards, batting 9, playing second base. Josh Bramley has put the Borham Hills guys out. We've got Tim Richards, who is leading off on the mound today, throwing to Jackson Muldoon behind the plate. First base, Lachlan Manners. Second base, Harry Parcell. Shortstop is Ben Mercer, and Bailey Parcell is covering third base. Patrolling the outfield, we've got Max Mawson Perry in left field, Cooper Murray in centre field, and Austin Brady in right field. Looks like we are ready to get going. Tim's just going into his warm-up pitches. We've finished the umpire conference. Scorers look ready. And it's going to be a great day of baseball. All 3 grades playing today, third grade. Scheduled start time is 9:30. Looks like we'll be a minute or 2 behind that. 2-hour and 15-minute game with a 10-minute mark where we don't start the top of the innings. That puts second grade with a scheduled start time of 12 midday, and first grade with a scheduled start time of 2:30 p.m. Certainly hope you can join us for all 3 grades today. It's going to be a great day of baseball. The midweek game was split 1-1. Both teams had a great deal of opportunity to score, but both offences could not quite get the job done to finish the game off. It ended up splitting that one. Under-18s played yesterday. It was a very rainy day yesterday afternoon. Very drizzly, actually. It was just on and off drizzle. But the teams both fought quite hard. Borham Hills coming up with the win. It was a bit tough towards the end. Vikings were able to load the bases on a number of occasions, driving in a run and walking in a couple. But Borham Hills were able to get the final out and take the win. Looks like we're about to get underway here. And leading off for the Vikings is Ben McWilliams, the centre fielder. Some may be wondering why we've got Tim Richards on the mound today. Tim's just working himself back from a little bit of an injury. Just puts that ball in there a little high. Tim usually on the rosters for second grade, but as I said, working back from a bit of an injury. And puts the ball in there for a strike to bring the count to 1-1. gets that call at the top of the zone. And Tim dropping that one in there to get the first out. Ross Bailey, the shortstop, stepping in at batter 2. Tim working very methodically here. Just sees that one out of the zone. A little bit high on that one. Two balls and a strike on Ross. Borham Hills third grade been doing it tough recently. Young team, but Josh Bramley and Nick Tolmie certainly working these boys hard. And Steve leaves that one. Yeah, just saw that one outside. 3 balls and a strike on Ross. Just chops that one foul off to the right side. So I was saying the team here is a fairly young team. A lot of guys here who will possibly make the 18 squad next year. And Ross stays alive, chopping that one just foul of the first base bag. Although some good news for our third baseman out there, Bailey Parcell, having signed up with college for 2026. We certainly wish Bailey all the best. Tim gets his sign. Sounded like a broken bat there. You can look that up if you like. Some technical people also call it a pebcac, but it wasn't. I can assure you that that was a computer malfunction. What we've had so far, Dan Cruz struck out swinging. Ross Bailey styles second. So we've got 2 out here. Top of the first. Tim Richards working well. Ash Hapgood with, I think it's 2 balls and 2 strikes in him. I think I've missed a ball there. So I'm pretty sure it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Ash Hapgood. Ash playing third base for Vikings today. And Ash just lines that one to Harrison Parcell at second base to end the top of the first innings. We'll be back after a few moments. All right, we are back. Apologies for the ongoing technical issues. Apparently, YouTube are having a little bit of a headache somewhere. We are into the top of the second innings. Peter Irwin has taken over from Tim Richards on the mound, with Nathan Ward batting for the Vikings. Counts currently 3 balls and 1 strike. And Pete, unfortunately, missing down and in on that pitch, putting Nathan aboard. Borham Hills, just recapping their innings. Unfortunately, Ben Mercer was called out on strikes. Cooper Murray had an infield single to third base, beat out the throw. He also stole second base while Mark Hagger was at bat. Mark Hagger was called out on strikes, and Lachlan Manners ground out to shortstop. Steve Shorey, the catcher, up at bat now. Takes the first pitch as a ball. Misses outside on that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I once again apologise for the technical problems we've been having. We are now in the top of the third innings. The top of the second innings, Vikings scored 2 runs on an error by the Borham Hills first baseman. Some beautiful base running, very clever base running. There to put 2 runs across on that on the error. Then Baulkham Hills came back, scored a 1 run on a triple to right field from Max Mawson Perry, scoring Bailey Parcell, and Harry Parcell Harry Parcell scored a second run on a ground out to second base. Very well done. So we're currently here in the top of the third. Ross Bailey singled to centre field. And Dan Cruz, the designated hitter, now currently in the box, none out. Fairly sure it might be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Only got 1 and 2 on the scoreboard at the moment. Dan grounds that one sharply to Lachlan Manners at first base, who gathers that up to make the play himself. But Dan's done his job and moved Ross Bailey across to third base after Ross stole. Brings Ash Hapgood to the plate. Ash playing third base today. Takes the ball high. Certainly turning into a beautiful day today. The sun is out, and I'm sure it's going to get warm today. Pete just missing outside on that one. You may be able to hear the birds in the background. There's a lot of noise here on this wonderful Sunday. Pete's dug himself a little bit of a hole here. 3 balls. Last time Ash was at bat, he just hit a soft line drive to Harry Parcell. Although I was able to draw a walk on that last pitch. Puts runners on first and third with 1 out. Just brings Josh Bramley out to have a quick chat with Pete Irwin. Just out to settle his pitcher down. Josh and Pete have some history together with baseball, both having played for Blacktown many years ago. Josh was a pitcher, out there having a good chat with the infield guys, really making sure they know what the play is with runners at first and third. Certainly a bunt opportunity here. Squeeze bunt to possibly score a run. Nathan Ward, the first baseman. Swings at the first pitch. Good protective swing, allowing Ash to coast into second base here. Now runners 2 and 3. Ash certainly taking a very big lead at second base. Once again, some good base running thinking there, certainly being ready to score on an outfield hit. Unfortunately, Pete has now walked the bases loaded. Borham Hills have got their infield in, certainly looking to cut down the run. At first base, at home. Pete just struggling a little bit with command here at the moment. And a big hit to centre field, scores 1 run. But Ash just having to hold up a little bit just on that possibility of a catch. Only 1 run scores there. Hayden McWilliams, the right fielder, takes the ball low. Pete with a bit of work to do here. Only 1 out. Pete just missing. Pete coming back with a strike. 3 balls and a strike. And unfortunately, Pete drops that one in the dirt, walks in a run. Brings Wes Novak up. Wes 0 for 1 today, struck out in the second innings. And Pete starts off with a strike. Good pitch from Pete, gets Wes swinging. Count goes to 0-2. Grounds the ball. Grounds the ball to second base. Gets the out at second. Harrison flipping that ball to Ben. Not quite getting the runner going to first base. So Wes gets an RBI. Borham Hills now with 2 out. And Vikings with 2 extra runs on the board. Runners at 1 and 3. Pete just missing high. I apologise. The score is actually 5-2 to the Vikings. Pete working very hard here. He's down 3-0 in this count. And Mrs. Lowe not very happy with himself. Walk does not bring in a run though. Second base being open after that last play. And Pete gets a strike call there. Nice pitch there from Pete. Big swing out of Ben McWilliams. Counts 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases are loaded. Just grounds that one to Bailey Parcell. Backs up, takes the ball carefully, and steps to the bag for the last out. That's it. Vikings lead 5 runs to 2. Welcome back. Bottom of the 3rd innings. A nice smooth transition there from the top of the 3rd to the bottom of the 3rd without any technical issues at all, which is a good thing. We are back to the top of the lineup with Ben Mercer for his 2nd at bat, taking that first ball low. Pete Irwin certainly working hard in that last innings. Ben rips one left, and Wes Nowak absolutely grabs that one out of the air. An absolute brilliant run to catch that ball. It was tailing towards the left field foul line. Ben hit that one very hard. A great take there. Here's Cooper Murray. Herbert getting on base with an infield single in the first. Drives the first pitch he sees. Just a ground ball to second base for an easy out. Borham Hills quickly 2 away. In the designated hitter, Mark Hagger. Back up to the plate. Mark was called out on strikes in the first innings. Didn't quite agree with that call. Stood anyway, takes the first pitch low. Big swing from Mark, certainly wanting to get himself on base. Trying to give Baulkham Hills some options for running. Sees that breaking pitch very clearly. Lets it go. 2 balls and a strike. Mark, very good knowledge of the strike zone. Just seeing that one away. 3 balls and a strike. Chops that one foul to the left side. Three balls and 2 strikes. Mark will certainly be in a hitting mode. And takes ball 4. Yes, very good knowledge of that upper part of the strike zone. So Borham Hills have a base runner aboard with the first baseman Lachlan Manners coming up to bat. Lachlan ground out to shortstop last innings, or in the first innings, sorry. Takes the first pitch strike.
Make it yours if it's there, yeah? Go indecisive, let's go.
And leaves that ball up. Lachlan swings through that pitch.
Lock in, bud, come on. See it, make it yours, let's go. Hard swings.
And chops that one. Foul on the right-hand side, hitting the big tree in right field. Foul area of right field. Gets to see another pitch. And strikes out. That's the end of the fourth innings. We'll be back for the top of the fourth inning. Sorry, that was the end of the third innings. We'll be back for the top of the fourth in a few moments. welcome back. Have a couple of changes here for Borham Hills. Isaac Cook has replaced Peter Irwin on the mound, and Leo Turco, one of our under-18s, has taken over from Cooper Murray in centre field. Leading off for the Vikings will be Ross Bailey. I will try and keep up with any changes for the Vikings as they come up. It doesn't look like anything has changed as yet. They're very comfortable with where they are. Isaac just missing on that first pitch. And just down a touch. Just missed outside. And gets the call on that one. Still a little bit of work to do here. 3 balls and 1 strike. Misses inside and puts Ross aboard. Dan Cruz, the designated hitter. Got on base in the first innings from a wild throw from third base. And a very hard hit single out to centre field in the third innings. Isaac missing on that ball, just allowing Ross to steal. Second base. Counts at 2 balls and 1 strike. Ross certainly looking to get himself across the third base if he can. Taking a good lead out there. And Dan just pops that one foul to the right side, just over the fence. Doesn't quite. Isaac not getting that call. Umpire just seeing that one inside. And unfortunately, Isaac misses on that last pitch. To also put Dan aboard with none out. Brings Ash Hapgood. Up. Runners on first and second with no out. She walked his last at bat. Isaac just having a little trouble finding the zone here, missing high on that one. To the left, sky to the left side. Unfortunately, none of the Borham Hills players able to pick that one up, and it drops foul. Runners were going. They had a hit and run on there. Isaac comes in with a very nice pitch that Ash just swings over the top of. Take the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nice comeback from Isaac. Wanted to get the foul. And that last pitch there was a very good one. Very confident pitch. And tries that one again, but Ashley just tips the end of that into the bat. Fouls that one off. And gets the foul tip strikeout on that, but both runners advancing on that one. Very important out, that one there. Brings first baseman Nathan Ward to the plate. 1 out. Takes first pitch high. Isaac drops that one in there for a strike. Nice. 3 balls and a strike. Isaac needing to work here so that he doesn't load the bases. Let's see if he can get a ground ball for a play. And unfortunately he does load the bases up with a high pitch to walk Nathan. Brings up the catcher, Steve Shorey. Steve, 2 for 2 for today. A single to 7 and a run in the second innings, and a single to 8, scoring a run in the third. Takes that ball high.
Let's go now. Boys, chop it up. Let's go. We've got loaded bases. Let's go. Get in your head. Come on, Vikings. Boys, get loud. Come on, we've got loaded bases. Come on. Come on. Oh, Steve, sit on a cookie. Sorry.
Isaac just missing. Works himself back with a strike. 3 balls and a strike. Still some work to do for Isaac. Unfortunately pops that one low and walks in a run. So Josh Brownlee's going to be making a few changes here. Only one out, and the bases are all full. Just looking to see what the changes may be. My guess is that he'll be pulling in a new pitcher. Yes, looks like Isaac's done for today, and Bailey Parcell, the third baseman, is coming onto the mound, which would mean the designated hitter Mark Hagger is into the game, going to first base it looks like, and Lachlan Manners, the first baseman, heading across to third base. We might just step out for a few moments, and we'll be back after Bailey warms up. welcome back. We have a new welcome back. We've got a new batter here. Bailey Parcell is our new pitcher for Borham Hills. I'll get the details of the new batter in just a moment. But starts out quickly getting a swinging strike. This is low. Gets a strike. This is Lachlan Bulmer, who's now into bat. Stays alive with a foul off the left-hand side. Bailey doesn't get that call. A bit of confusion there on the infield. Ben Mercer certainly laying out, keeping that ball in there, but not being able to make a play. That single scores another run for the Vikings. Zach Small has come in for Wes Novak. Zach just fouling that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Staying alive, just keeping that one foul to the right-hand side. Bailey dropping that one in the top of the strike zone to get the second out. Jacob Richards, second baseman. Ben Mercer very quickly got across to hit that ball. It was hit very hard up the middle. Just got his foot out to tap the bag. Make that force out at second. That ends the innings. We'll be back in a few moments. Welcome back. We are in the bottom of the fourth innings. Borham Hills trailing the Vikings, 7 runs to 2. Jackson Muldoon steps in, takes the first pitch strike. Couple of changes for the Vikings. Centre field is now, I believe it's Steve Riley in centre field. And Jackson just pops one. Nice line drive into centre field for a single. Brings up Bailey Parcell. Tristan with a very good move there to keep Jackson just in check. Jackson with a reasonable lead. Bailey with a very late swing on that ball. Jackson steals the base. Very good slide there to get outside the diving tag of Bailey there at shortstop. Did a great job to pick up that ball. Wasn't a great throw, but certainly made it look very, very good. Bailey takes that strike just on the outside of the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes, none out.
Tag up, tag up, tag up, tag up!
flies. Bailey unfortunately flies out to centre field. Forcing Jackson back to the bag. He was able to get back in time without being doubled up. One away, Jackson still at second base. Max takes that one low. Max drives that one into left field. But the hard-charging Zach Small picked that up, forcing Jackson to stay at second base. But that's 2 hits today for Max Mawson-Perry. Could hit for the cycle as long as he comes up twice. Let's hope he comes up twice in this innings. That'd be a very interesting thing. Very long innings. But we've got a visit here. And I think Rod Cook has now given Tristan the day. Very good outing, only 2 runs. Bring the DH into the game, into pitch, it would appear. So Dan Cruz, DH into the game, onto the mound of pitch. We'll take a very quick break with our advertisers coming up and our supporters coming up. We thank them very much for their help. We'll be back in a few moments. All right, we are back. We've got 1 out here. Runners on first and third, with Harrison Parcell up at the plate. Harrison drove in a run with a 4-3 out in the second innings, and Dan Cruz checking on Max. Certainly wanting to keep him close to that base. And gets him on the third one. All right. Not sure if anyone was aware what Dan was saying just then. There's a hybrid wind-up that pitchers can do, which is where they're standing as though they're in a stretch, but they come back. And as though they're going into a wind-up. Bailey now with 2 balls and a strike. Jackson's still over there on third base. Bailey at 3 balls and a strike. Doesn't have to swing at this one. Drives it back to Dan. Picks that ball up and throws Harry out at first base to end the innings. We're heading into the top of the 5th. We'll be back after this break. Okay, we're back to the top of the 5th innings. Unfortunately, Borham Hills unable to convert that the runner on third base. Stepping into the box, I think it's Steve Riley. Took over in centre field. Takes the ball high. Shane Riley. I should know that. I do apologise to his mum. Fouls that one off his foot. Evens the count at 2-2. Shane grounds that one to shortstop. Good throw over to get the runner. One out. Stepping into the box, taking over from Ross Bailey in the number 2 hole is young Cam Ferry. Cam taking low. Cam spent his junior years in the Hills district with the Kellyville Baseball Club. After finishing up his junior career, moved across to the Vikings to pursue a grade career. He's also played for Petersham during the winter. Developed really well, developed as a pitcher. Swings over the top of that one. Certainly worked very hard at developing his craft. Good eyes to leave that very tempting pitch from Bailey Parcell. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Just fouls that one down the left-hand side. Unfortunately, Bailey misses on that one and puts Cam Ferry on board. It looks like Cunningham got Josh Cunningham. He's coming in as a pinch runner for Cam Ferry. With Dan Cruz at the plate. Takes a strike. Ball in the dirt. Jackson Muldoon does a very good job of keeping that one in front of him and under control. And yes, that didn't quite get his padding. I think that did get his shoulder, his right shoulder on that one. Dan 0 for 2 today with a walk and a run back in the 4th innings. All right, the throw across the diamond did pull Mark Hagger off the bag, and Ross coming out, or Rob coming out to have a chat with Don Washburn about the call of the tag. Dan certainly very emphatic that he wasn't tagged. It looks like call is going to stand. But Josh Cunningham moves across to second base, but Dan Cruz is called out on the tag. 2 outs for the Vikings. And Ash Hapgood still continuing to bat here. Ash also 0 for 2 today with a walk and a run. Takes a pitch called strike. Only drops a breaking pitch in just on the outside for strike 2. Lines a very nice very nice hit into centre field that just drops in front of Leo Turco. And Josh Cunningham running beautifully to score. And we've got a change here. Errol Guardia comes in for Nathan Ward. Takes the first pitch for a ball. And grounds that one. Picked up on the short hop by Mark Hagger to make the out himself at first base to end the innings. One extra run coming across for the Vikings. They lead 8-2. Right, we're back. We've got Jackson Campbell stepping in the 9 hole, taking over from Austin Brady. Played right field last innings. Takes the first pitch high. Jackson chops that one foul off to the right side. Just chops that one. And a very good effort from Errol over there at first base. Very nearly took that catch, just popped off the end of his mitt. Jackson stays alive with 2 strikes now. And Jackson gets rung up on a pitch at the top of the strike zone. One away. Back to the top of the lineup with Ben Mercer. And takes the first pitch. Lines that one to shortstop. And he's thrown out by half a step. That brings Leo Turco to the plate. Leo played under 18s yesterday. Came in to replace Cooper Murray at centre field earlier. Takes that breaking ball for a strike. Didn't quite wait long enough on that off-speed delivery just then. Swung over the top of it. Dan was very keen to have that one called, but called a ball by Steve Reimer. Leo stays alive. Takes pitch high. Counts at 2-2. Leo stays alive, just fouling that ball. Leo leaving that one high as well. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Leo's just popped that one into short right centre field for a single. Brings Mark Hagger to the plate. Dan very keen to get out of this innings, just seeing whether Leo was awake. He's set. It's a ball in there for a strike. Not happy with that strike call. 2 strikes though. Dan certainly keeping Leo close to the base. And that ball is in, and Mark is thrown out to end the innings. And that's the game. And Vikings take it 8 runs to 2. Thank you very much for being with us, ladies and gentlemen. Second grade will start in just over, or just under half an hour. We'll catch you all then. Good afternoon, good morning.